Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to my channel and the Craft IQ Challenge. This is the August one, and these are the 7 things, but I am going to do them one by one. On day one, it was one photo, pattern paper, and cardstock background. So I pulled those out, and I'm not going to glue them because, that can get you in trouble. So I'm going to wait till the end. I am trimming my pattern paper down, and it is a ledger pattern paper, and I think I trimmed like half an inch off the top and bottom, and I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it straight to the cardstock because it's really thin and I am not going to gut anything. Day two is fussy cutting, and in the photo there's some yellow footprints that Casey is walking on, and so those yellow flowers went really good with that. And that's Echo Park. I believe it's called something Safari, but it is Safari. And so I am going to fussy cut several of them out to use on my layout. And yeah, I'm going to have like some little leaves, the yellow flower, and then there's an orange flower too. But as you can tell, I've already cut some out for a different layout. Day three, add a pop of yellow and orange, or both. And guess what? I wasn't quite sure what to do there. I already had my yellow and orange. And so my hands are moving because I had this in real time first, but my video was like an hour long, so I had to do something. And yeah, I'm going to keep those. I said in the video that I'd probably use less, and that cut me out some greenery. However, I think I end up cutting out, well, I know I fussy cut one more little flower, and I'm thinking I might have done two. And the next day was polka dots. And so, yeah, I pulled out my polka dot paper, but I didn't cut it down. It's going to frame my picture. And the next day, I'm lost track of what days they are. Uh, it is a multi-font title. So I pulled out 3 of the jelly bean soup, and they're all the same color green. And then the next one's a bow, and I'm doing a boy layout. So I am going to use twine instead of using my bow punch. First thought, well, though, was my bow punch. And yeah, that twine is, oh, it's really pretty twine. It's a kind of an off-white with the green, and the green was perfect with this collection. And so, yeah, I'm using it on my layout. And then the last thing to use is a flag. And so there's the cut apart sheet. And see all those little flags down there? Or some might call them banners. But yeah, that's what I'm going to use on my layout. And it says the word wild. So I'm going to put them on that little piece of wood grain that's right there on the branding strip, and use it as a pole and have those words coming down the pole. So instead of just one flag, I'm going to have more than one flag on my layout. And I thought I was going to put it in the left-hand corner, but when I actually start doing my layout, it's going to end up, well, a little to the right of the center instead. And I'm just going ahead and cutting them out so that I'll have something done on this day. And yeah, this is so easy to do. It's fun to do. But like if you've only got 15 minutes or so to spare, or even 5, you can check what that one day is and go from there. And if you want to join the group, it's on Facebook. There will be a link down there below, and it's Craft IQ. And you can post your layout in the group, or you can do a YouTube video, or you can just join in and kind of quietly sit there and do your layout. But yeah, it's fun. I pulled out this paper too. I pulled it out actually when I pulled the photo out, and then I put it back. But now it's out again. But it's such a pretty green, and y'all know I like green. And I thought at first I would put it on the right-hand side. That's why the pole over to the left. However, I'm going to move it to the left-hand side and kind of put the pole at the edge of it. I matted my photo in the polka dot because, yeah, I'm supposed to have polka dot on the layout. Then white to make it show up just a little bit more because there is some white in these papers. And then black to go with the outside frame on the layout. That pole there is the only thing I'm going to ink. And I'm going to have it so covered up you're not even going to hardly be able to tell that it is there. I added more and then more. Yeah, that's what I did and kind of covered it up. Um, I'm just going to adhere that down. I did think about framing it in black also. It entered my mind. I thought about it, and then I finally decided no, I was just going to go ahead and put it on the paper as it is. And I like that. I think I might have liked it better with the black frame and have the frame 3 times on here. But I'm going to go ahead and go with it because I'm not going to pull all this back up. I'm putting the photo on foam tape. Just let it pop up a little bit. And I'm going to work on my little pole there with the wild sign. And I am putting them on foam tape so they're popped up also. And I'm putting a staple in them to make it look like they're stapled down to the pole that is under there somewhere. And yeah, I'm using my tiny attacher to do that. My bow's going to go at the top of the pole because I was thinking, where am I going to put this thing? And I did consider putting it at the left-hand corner of the photo, but then I thought, no, I don't think I want it there. And so I put it on the pole. Then later I thought, it would have been all right there. I'm going to end up putting a cluster of flowers there. So it would have been okay. I'm putting my multi-font title on the page, and it's on the trail of a wonderful day. And it is 3 different fonts that is Jelly Bean Soup. And the top font, the little chubby looking one, I got in on Peachy Cheap one time. And then the trail, I went on Etsy one time and somebody was having a sale, and so I got them for like $1.50 a sheet. So I bought like 10 sheets, of course, but I bought a variety of colors, and yeah, it wasn't a bad price. And then I had the tiny type. I mean, those they stuck really good on the cardstock and amazed me because I'm having trouble with them falling off the little release paper that they come on. But it stuck really good on the cardstock. And I always put it on cardstock first so I can move it around and straighten it out easier too if I need to straighten it out. And I have it all together. And I put it on the wax paper like that. This is a paper that I use for something. What did I use this paper for? Oh, I did use it for the tall grass to go by my pole. Now I am going to start out good and I like it that way, and then I'm just going to keep adding. It looks like I'm going to need to weed eat by the time I get done. It is kind of overgrown with flowers and greenery, but I kept changing my mind on what I was going to do, and every time I did, I added to it, trying something out. And then I didn't take anything away. So yeah, I do end up die cutting some. I kept looking at that background. And so I ended up die cutting me some tropical leaf right there, diamond press tropical leaf, tropical foliage is what it's called. And I picked some of the smaller ones since I knew I was going to put it in little clusters on here. And I used some of the same looking leaves that's in the background here. And yeah, I'm going to make a cluster to the left of the photo on the bottom. And then I'm going to add, of course, to my little weed eating. It really looks like it's dimensional, let me tell you. By the time I get done with it, it is dimensional. And I cut those in 2 different colors so add some variety to the clusters. And I'm not done yet. I'm going to have one little more cluster because I thought, really, I need one more cluster on here. Where am I going to put it? And I thought, well, I could put some on top of the bow and have it right there and kind of nestle it in with my title. And y'all know how much I like to nestle stuff in. So, yeah, I'm going to have three clusters done that way. And once I get all that done, I will be about done with my layout. But it will take me a few minutes. And I did speed this part up just a little bit more because all it is placing these leaves and flowers in the clusters. And yeah, I don't think I left much off the page. Everything went on there. So yeah, it just kept a coming and going on there. And you will see the links to everybody else that decided to do the hop this month. But if you go on over to the Facebook group, there will be others posting in the album for this month their take on the recipe and how they did their layout. So yeah, be sure to check out Facebook too. And I'm pretty sure there might be an Instagram or two. So yeah, there is plenty of people trying this recipe because it's fun. And let's see, where am I at on my layout? Oh, I am working on that cluster that's getting nestled right up there by the title. And besides the sprinkles and enamel dots, after I put that little tiny one to fill in that spot there, yeah, I thought it needed it. So yeah, it's going on there. I will have my layout done. And I'm sprinkling Mr. Huey's post office, I think it's called. Post office or postal one. Anyway, it's perfect green for this layout. And then I'm going to use a dark green enamel dot to go on there. And I'm going to put it by each one of my clusters. And that one by my photo, the only place I could find after I put all that stuff on there, was actually on the photo. And instead of putting the ones by that one cluster, I'm kind of putting it over by the little tiny cluster instead. But that's it. That's my layout. And yeah, mostly Echo Park on there. And, well, the jelly bean soup too. And there's my grandson, and my daughter says, Mom, you're missing a photo. I said, what? She said, look, you're missing that one. And boy, I grabbed my camera and took a picture. Yeah, she saved me on that one. But if you leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. And try the recipe. Go over to the Facebook group and check it out. You'll have lots of fun in there. Bye.